Today we're in Cruagh, County Dublin, for the Irish Stanley Wood Championship trials.
We watched 60 riders from all over Ireland compete on a staged course over rocky riverbeds and very muddy forest runs.
The Motor Enthusiast Club was started about just over 50 years ago, and it was basically run by a bunch of men who wanted to get involved and start running trials and different motorsport events. Traditionally, MEC, Motor Enthusiast Club, was actually run car trials and bike trials. So this is what you see here today is one of our events. We run about 5 or 6 different types of events. We run rallies, rally sprints, racing in Rondello, car trials. We run sprints, and we run bike trials.
It's a championship of 10 rounds, and the best 8 results count. So this is the 5th round of this year's championship. The season for trials runs through the winter, which stems back to an old issue where people had the one bike and they used it for different things in the summer and then for trials in the winter.
So tell me, how many riders do you have here today, and how is it divided up into different classes?
Well, we have approximately 75 riders here today because it's an Irish championship event. We have a bigger entry than usual. We have 4 senior classes, that's A, B, C and D. A being the best. The A guys are wearing the blue bibs. Bs then will be next wearing red. Cs will be the bulk of the entry in yellow, and then Ds in green. And we also have 2 junior grades today, Junior A and Junior B, and they will be kids from about 12 to 16. And
the course is marked out. Each section is marked out according to the level of difficulty. The rider has to negotiate their way through the section without putting their feet on the ground. Every time they put their foot on the ground, they get a mark. Once, twice, 3 times, up to a maximum of 3. If they fail the section, i.e. if they fall off, or if the bike stalls with their feet down, or they can't complete it for whatever reason, they get a 5. And essentially they have to do, I think it's 4 laps today. It might be 3 laps for the juniors or novices. And in their grades, the riders with the lowest amount of marks win an award, be it first, second, third in their grade.
Sports like MotoGP is a very expensive motorbike sport. I mean, would the same expense occur here?
No, definitely not. No, you can buy a second-hand trials bike for anything like 13 or 1400 euros. Then you've got to get yourself kitted out with the helmet, boots and the safety clothing, obviously. But you can still get yourself up and running for less than 3,000 euros, and that bike will last you for as long as you want. If you want to change it every year, lots of the riders do, but some would keep the same bike for 10 years.
The cadets program is they start from the age of 7 to 10, and then from 10 to 12, and that's Junior D and Junior C. And motorcycle trials is a skilled sport, very little speed involved.
Is it a growing sport in Ireland?
It is a growing sport, and it's trying to get it to grow a little bit faster. But as you go into the adult ranks, we would have 60, 70, 80 entries on a day.
And what is the main thing that they get out of the sport?
Fun and enjoyment.
And what age are you, Kate?
10 years old.
So tell me, a girl in this sport, how long have you been doing this sport?
A year.
And do you have many friends doing it?
Yeah.
How many?
1.
Who is
and
that?
Then her name's Elizabeth Flood. And then I have 2 cousins.
Right. And tell me, do you find, is it a hard sport?
Sometimes the sections are a bit hard.
What age are you, Emma?
7.
And how long have you been doing this?
December.
Since December?
Yeah.
Were you nervous going over those stones?
No.
Do you think it's a dangerous sport?
No.
Do you love it?
Yeah.
What age are you?
10.
How long have you been doing this sport?
About 2 years now.
2 years. And is there many guys your age in Ireland doing it?
Few.
Few. Is it
6 or
scary out
7.
there? So you're looking forward to competing, going to follow your dad's footsteps and compete in all the senior events?
Yeah.
So what's your goal? What do you want to be in the end?
World champion.
I know it's an off-road competition, but how does the licences work for kids and stuff? I mean, I've seen very young riders.
Yeah, you can get a license from a very young age. You get a mini license, you get a junior license from the MCUI, and once you have a license, you can compete anywhere in Ireland.
And do you look after insurance then and all that? I mean, how does that work from a safety aspect in the sport?
Yeah, essentially the insurance is covered by an entry fee, which is covered by, I think, 1 insurance policy from the Motorcycle Union of Ireland. So every rider is insured while they're competing in an event, and it's covered in their licence and their entry fee.
Safety, how do we do safety in this event?
It's very safe. The competitive element of trials is actually very slow. There's no speed involved. Even when a grade A guy is going hard at a big rock, he's only doing 10 or 15 miles an hour. So speed is not an issue. And when they do fall off, it's generally at slow speed because they've hit an obstacle. tumble over and there's no damage done. In the years that I've been involved, I've never come across a broken bone yet.
Sean, how are you doing? How's the competition today?
Fairly tough, to be honest. There's two or three lads down from the north, and there's Michael Burton here. He's fairly handy, so he is.
So tell me, how are the conditions today?
Fairly slimy and greasy and wet.
Very, and cold.
Yeah, a bit cold.
This current Irish champion, how's it going today?
Going okay, a bit shaky today. I'm only back from an operation back in August, so as you can see I have a knee brace on, so just trying to get used to it again, but enjoying it, so it's going well.
So good year so far.
Not
Tell me this, how long have you been doing the sport?
Been doing it since I was 12, so it's been 14 years now.
14 years, it's a long time.
Yeah, it's a long time, yeah.
Has sport changed much in that 14 years?
Yeah, a huge amount. The bikes have got lighter, the sections have got bigger and more technical.
What's the level of competition in Ireland compared to Europe and places?
It's excellent actually at the moment. Our top grade of riders, grade A, is fantastic at the moment. There's about 5 top guys and we're all very close together, so even today it's very close. But the past 2 years in a row we've won the Group B World Championships, the Irish team, so it's been going very well.
Is that on a team event or an individual event?
It's a team event, 4 riders and 4 helpers, and then obviously your backup behind you. But just past 2 years we've had a fantastic team, and we've won the Group B.
Michael Burton again ended up as the day's champion, finishing on 18 points. He was followed closely by Sean Doyle, finishing on 21 points, with Andrew Perry finishing in third on 33 points.